Can you believe that it's nearly Halloween already? October 2021, we made it, and it's going to be another intense month. October is full of surprises. I'm Johanna Gardner. I'm an intuitive business coach, and I absolutely love sharing my magic so you can be more magical in your business and your life. October, what do I see? What do I intuitively bring into September was full of this incredible indigo blue crystallization, right? What were you thinking in September? What were you feeling in September? What were you manifesting in September? Was it all good stuff? Hopefully, because that's just going to carry over to October. October, I just see this incredible light, literally streams of light pouring into the planet. It is it just engulfed in white light. There's just columns and columns and columns of this incredible high frequency. So I'm really thinking that the whiteness, the purity of it has a message for us in regards to what October is going to bring for the collective. And as we know, the collective is being kind of riled up right now. It is looking kind of messy. And if you've ever done any healing work, it looks kind of messy before it gets cleaned up. If you're going to move house, you got to make everything messy. You got to rearrange everything. You've got to reorganize everything. And that's just what's happening. The whole planet is reorganizing itself into love, more light, more joy, more bliss, more happiness. Oh my goodness. It's going to be so exciting if you're on the right side of it. If you're on the wrong side of it, you're going to get sucked in. It is going to pull you down. It is going to bring you into such intensity of purging, right? Because energy everything's frequency, and Tesla said, if you want to understand the universe, you really want to think of terms of vibration and frequency, because everything's energy. And as a energy healer, I'm looking at the amount of light and intensity that I need to bring in order to, because we're all generators. We manifest energy. We how your body creates heat. Well, it can actually create light as well, because the intention of your heart, actually sharing from my heart to your heart, and that is an electromagnetic field that has a higher frequency, right? So I want you to imagine a bucket that you start shaking, and it's got pebbles in the bottom. It's got a whole bunch of sand in it, and as you shake it more and more, viciously, all those pebbles are going to start to come to the surface. That is what happens when the frequency changes. That's what they talk about, the Schumann resonance. If you've never seen the Schumann resonance, it's a recording of the frequency of the planet, of the Earth's electromagnetic field. And when that intensifies, when the frequency starts to vibrate. Have you ever seen cymatics? Have you ever seen the pictures that are created when you're singing a song, or you're playing music? If you vibrate the plate and it's got sand on it or something, it actually forms this incredible pattern, right? Because our intentions are so powerful. We are literally made of light. And every thought that you think is an electric pulse from one synapse to another. So cymatics is a recording of the frequencies, and it creates a picture. And so when you're thinking of something, when you have a high vibration, it actually makes more complex images and not graphics, but like patterns. And the higher the frequency, the more complex the pattern becomes. It's so fascinating. So what I'm feeling is that October is really going to bombard our planet. And as that bombardment happens, all the dense stuff is going to come to the surface. It just is, right? But it's nothing to be afraid of per se. It's nothing to be worried about. It's just something that is coming to the surface to say goodbye. It's literally, it's got to come through. It's got to purge. If you've ever done any healing work, right? You got to go look at the ego. You got to go look at the belief system and basically obliterate it. I had a client this week and she says, well, since you killed me last week and I'm an ego killer, right? So I'm going to literally find the belief system that you're attaching your identity to, and I'm going to obliterate it pretty much. And, it feels really scary at first. It's kind of like taking the Band-Aid off and you just got to rip it off. And I have the ability to just really love on you throughout the whole process so it's not as painful, right? Because when you get to feel those feelings and that dense energy, you get to purge it and you get to bring it through. And you got, it's like that transformation from water to gas. Right? That boiling point where it's just angry and frustrated and crazy and so agitated because it doesn't know what it's doing. It's in this transformation. It's in this middle point of being water versus and liquid versus gas, and it just goes, when it releases. And that's what transformation is. That's what that's how I work with energy. And so that's what's happening on the planet right now. Right? So October is going to be full of purging and more light. So my color is white. I know that's different, but it's the encompassment of all colors. White light is the encompassment of everything. And those of us who are on the right side of it, I believe that we're going to have a lot of enlightened souls. A lot of souls that are really going to understand how connected and the truth of who we are. The truth that we are is the nothingness. It is the embodiment of everything and yet nothing. And we have to let go of all the identities that we've made of ourselves. And if you have any attachments, those are going to go out the window. All right? You can't attach yourself to anything. As the light pours in, as you become more and more enlightened, you're going to have, those ego deaths where you're going to let go of things and people and places, everything that you have egotistically attached yourself to. Now those things that how they say, if you've got love, then just open your hand and let it be there, right? If you try and clamp it, it falls away. So we can't be attached to anything. We've got to let it be there in love and light. Whew. So October is going to be a phenomenal month. I'm really, truly excited to celebrate it with you all. And as we go into Halloween, all the goblins come out to play. And that's what's happening. We're going to have more light, more love, and more joy. And I'm super, super, super excited to share it with you. I love you. I'm sending you lots and lots of love for the month of October. May you be blessed beyond your wildest dreams. We are going into a time where we're going to start to be able to have all these incredible synchronicities and manifest our dream life. May it come really quick for you.